So what did you do this weekend?
I won the Rosemont Regional.
And
first place.
what's your name?
Ryan Hall, I suppose.
Oh.
It's probably a better question to ask.
Start with. Yeah. So what were you playing?
Playing the best deck, True Draco. And by the best deck, I mean not the best deck, but True Draco.
No one was expecting it.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Although I think one other person, one of my friends actually got top 16 playing True Draco as well. He's playing a 50 card build.
Yeah, but he didn't get that awesome Boral load, man.
It's true.
So let's start off with your monster lineup.
Alright, we got the monster lineup. I think it's like 8.
8 monsters.
Start off with the 3 Ignicy. Great card, get your spell. Obviously, it's True Draco shenanigans. You do 2 of the Majesty Maiden. And for the last True Draco guy, just the 1 of Dynamite, because that's all you get. Majesty Maiden, I've seen other people play, what do you call it, the Waterfall card.
Waterfall?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it, but when you do the Waterfall card, you don't run her, and instead you up the goes and matches that you'll run later. But other than that, that's your main True Draco lineup. And then the best True Draco monster is a Mono Awado.
Only 2?
Only 2, yeah, you don't need to see him that much. I'm also running Called by the Grave.
Oh.
It does the same thing, but he's just overall protection.
Wow, I never heard of Called by the Grave in True Draco.
I'll tell you more about that when I get to the field spell, because it does fun stuff. But that's the entire monster lineup. Solid 8 monsters, playing Demise deck, so I mean, like, 8 monsters, that's what you get. Then we get to the spells. Solid 3 Disciples. Recycles everything. I was toying in the middle of the tournament with siding out one of these. It comes up. I actually side out Skill Drain in a few matches too, depending on the match. Other than that, this keeps you in the game forever. You don't lose if you just have this card in circulation at some point or another. Then we got best card Demise. Obviously, draw 3. Then get your field spell. Of course, you're running 3 of that. Great card, phenomenal. The interaction I wanted to talk about with the Called by the Graves, only run 2 of them. But the interaction that you do is if you have, say, your diagram on field, you activate it, and they have like an ogre or something in response, then you can chain your Call by the Grave.
And then pop it? Yeah,
then you banish their ogre, and then you pop the Call by the Grave and get a free stuff, and it's free value.
Ooh, that's really good.
I had an interaction with that too when I had a card of Demise and a Call by the Grave in hand, and I was going to card Demise, obviously, but I thought my opponent might want to Ash me. So I held onto it and activated the Demise, and he ashed, and I chained Called by the Grave.
And you got an extra draw.
And I got to draw 3. So, you know, pretty champion there.
Big brain moves. Cosmo brain.
Oh, boy. I actually did play Cosmos.
Yes.
I played Cosmo Demise.
Oh.
Yeah,
that guy stuck in 2016.
He was still undefeated at round 3, but I mean, other 3-0s, we got the Duality. It's Duality. Actually, when you hit Sphere mode on this, I hit Sphere mode after my opponent made a full Go keyboard, and
is everything so far common?
This is a super.
Oh, okay.
These are supers too. And these are secrets.
I thought you were playing with the lowest rarity of all.
No. All the True Draco stuff is lowest rarity.
Yeah.
I only played with what I had out of the what was it, Maximum Crisis? 3 Heritage. It's Heritage. Play 3 Heritage. You want that. Also, if you draw like 4 field spells, this is the card that makes you still play. So you got those things. Those things are pretty cool. I do those.
2 terraformings, not 3.
You don't want to see the field spell every single time. Like, it comes up and you want to see 1 copy. You don't want 4 copies in your hand. And that happened a lot. Especially when I got to top tables. That sucked. So those are 2 ups. And then we got 1 copy each of Stoneforth and Raigeki.
And the Raigeki and going first.
Yeah. So you do the you side it out if you're going if you're playing against a board that has inherent protection like Goki. But I played against Pendulums, and he made the whole board with stuff, and he ended only with 1 negate, and he was ending with monster negates on the Master Servitude Jackal King. So he was doing that, but I went standby main, activated Duality, and I got Impermanence, and I from hand Impermanence his Vortex, and then I just Raigeki his field. Like, that was really cute. And one of my opponents made Borreload when I literally only had a spell and 2 monsters on field, and I top decked Stormforth after I Majesty Maiden, so I'm like, Stormforth,
Triggered off.
Borreload. All right, cool, big brain plays. That's all the spells. Don't know how many I have. I have to look.
No cards in extra deck, right?
0 cards in extra deck. I was going to bring that up in a minute.
Ah.
But go to traps. Got your 3 rivalry. Best trap. 2K18. Great card. Also best trap. Triple Apocalypse. You need 3 Apocalypse. That's the best card. If you keep looping this and then just having their attack when you want, or
they can't attack over.
They can't attack over, and that's how I broke a big Goki board in the semifinal match. He was the only other undefeated, and he put up a big board of. He put up a big board, and he didn't have the Tri-Gate lock complete yet. So I flipped this and then have his whole board. So he had to make a really subpar series of plays, and then he only could beat over Maiden, and then he couldn't beat over Ignis. But that's cute. Your 1 hand trap is Impermanence.
Hand traps and true Dracos. Madman.
Well, I mean, it's an actual trap, so you can set it. You can't play actual hand traps. Yeah, but this wins games. This is literally one of the best cards.
$80 now.
No, yeah, it's true. One of my opponents, he was playing like a dark Goki variant. He normal summoned Armageddon Knight and just activate this from hand, and he's like, end phase. He didn't have an extender, so I was like, alright, sweet. And then I just trounced him. We have Solid. 1 of Gozen match. I don't like it too much for this build. If I was doing the Maiden build, like I said, or with a build without Maiden, like I said earlier, I would up the Gozen match, because this is literally one of the nuttiest cards.
And then the different attributes of the true Dracos don't conflict with Gozen, right?
So that interaction actually came up with Ignis. I was sitting on Dynamite Knight, and he's the one you're going to protect and want to keep on board all the time. But I had Ignis on field with him, so I flipped Gozen and changed the Apocalypse and just got rid of the Ignis, and then my opponent couldn't do anything, and I had a big beater on board, so I'm winning in time if it goes on that long anyways. Usually they scoop after the Gozen or the rivalry for a turn. It's like, yeah, they can't do it. Other one-ups, we got Skill Drain. I never resolved this once the entire tournament. It's a good card. I swear it's a good card. Never activated it once. I never had to pay 1,000. And then
True King's Return. How many times did you recycle that with Disciples?
I don't think ever. Most of the time I ended up setting with APOC, because you don't want this on field unless you have the tribute for it.
Yeah.
So, or you have a monster hand that you want to tribute, but it doesn't come up so much. Apocalypse is the much better card.
Yeah.
Although that can lead to some fun interactions with
extra pops.
Yeah, extra pops and stuff. Nothing like that. That's the entire main deck. 40 cards. I was surprised with how little traps I'm running, but literally it's all spells that are going to get you what you want. And then monsters are monsters. You can search them on the field spell. Then we got the extra deck because we have the side deck because no extra deck. I only play 2 sphere mode because they're my balls. I got the biggest balls playing True Draco, etc. so forth.
Yeah, I heard that during the finals you played Duality.
That was not the finals, that was the semifinals.
Semifinals, tell me about that.
He set up the whole board and he tried to tell me he had the Gumblar combo, but turns out he wasn't playing Gumblar, he just wanted me to scoop. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, show it to me, and he made the Tri-Gate lock board instead. He had Aqua Dolphin me, so he knew my hand, and I had Demise and Duality. So I started off and I activated Duality and grabbed this.
Oh, he didn't. There
goes his whole board.
He saved the Tri-Gate negate for the Demise?
He saved it for the Demise, because that's the correct play. He did not make the incorrect play. That's the correct play. But then he loses the whole board to single steer mode. So, champion. I would play more of this. I don't have a third one, so I would play more of that. The best card in the entire side deck is Mind Crush.
Oh, yeah.
You're worried about that evenly matched, get a Mind Crush. If you have stuff, if you have Majesty Maiden on field, she gets you stuff your hand, or if you have Ignis, he gets you stuff your hand. You don't have to worry about playing too much. But realistically, you never want to not have a card in hand too much. If you draw the Demise, you save it for turn 2 all the time. You don't really want to play it turn 1 if possible. But Mind Crush, it's too good this format. Every deck searches whatever, and it deals with any problem cards that you might have. second third of evenly matched. Boy, I love evenly matched. I think I resolved it like twice, and it's pretty spicy when it comes up. It just doesn't come up all the time. Against Rogue, it's the card. Other three is the nice anti-spell fragrance. Very underwhelming, mainly because I forgot it in the Pendulum matchup. So we went to game 3 and I went first and I didn't decide anti-spell because I'm a smart boy. Oh, yeah. Very smart. But I was maining this, but it doesn't do a thing against Goki. They just don't care. So you get your better floodgates. Anti-spell is really cute if you run into a match that it really is good against. But not great in the main. Then I have Heavy Storm Duster, 2 copies. That was really cute. I was playing against Trickstar with this. It was the only Trickstar I played all day, but I don't want them to be able to hand loop me at any point. So going first, we set this. And then during his end phase, I hit like a Scapegoat and a Reincarnation, which was really nice. And then he had trouble playing through a lot of stuff. Next, we have The Last Call by the Grave. Comes up, not like the best, but whatever. And then Spicy, best card ever. 1 copy of Domain.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. There was rumors during the regionals.
Yes, against Goki, you go first. And then this is one of your searchable floodgates. You run terraformings, you run etc. and so forth. I thought about playing an extra terraforming here instead of the Call by the Grave. That I just decided against it. You can do with what you will. But yeah, you go first against Goki, and they don't have an answer to being domain locked. That can be very sad for them. You go against any deck that uses extra deck. I sided this against Pendulum Magician, I'm sure. They had a very hard time.
Outing it? Yeah, outing it.
Yeah, one of the Goki players actually did manage to out this. He was siding Twin Twisters, but then I had another rivalry set, and it was sad. Because, you know, all we do is flip floodgates and we win because Yu-Gi-Oh! But, you know, I'll take that over being able to summon 15 cards from my extra deck.
Yeah.
I opted to run this over Cherries because everybody's playing Call by the Grave, so they're going to Call by the Grave Cherries, and then they can do that. You can't Call by the Grave Domain, so
that's true. Another
floodgate that gets you where you need to be. But other than that, I believe that's it. My matchups, I had 4 Goki. I had the Cosmo Demise guy, Pendulum, Sky Striker, Trickstar, and 1 Dino. Dino was won purely by me using Apocalypse and controlling him with Apocalypse.
So he couldn't attack?
Yeah, he also was playing Lost World, and anytime he summoned a Dino while he had Lost World on field, I flipped Rivalry or Gozen, and he couldn't summon a token to my field.
Oh.
I didn't want to not be able to target stuff, so we just got rid of it that way. Anything else interesting? The Pendulum matchup, pretty scary. He almost actually had me. But we went into time, and I have this whole board. What else do we have? The Dino is pretty standard. Cosmo Demise pretty standard. The Sky Striker Trickstar matchup is the scariest matchup because you search too much with this deck, and if you search at the wrong time, you'll lose everything, which is spooky, I guess. But I got Droll Reincarnation 1 time when I searched, and I had already played 4 cards of the field, so it wasn't much to Droll Reincarnation. I did not get drolled all day, not once. Nobody drolled me other than the 1 Trickstar time, but I assumed more people would play droll. I was clearly wrong in that, or they didn't have it.
All right, any final thoughts?
I can't say that I do.
All right.
Yeah, champion, real good.